What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be taking you guys on a vlog tour through Cloverdale, Surrey, BC, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of the Fraser Valley. Definitely a top 2 neighborhood for me in Surrey, BC. So you're definitely going to want to watch this one before you move here. All right, so Cloverdale is one of my favorite neighborhoods in all the Fraser Valley. Definitely one of my favorite neighborhoods in Surrey. And it's a very versatile area. It's one of the more affordable areas. It's also one of the nicest areas in Surrey, in my opinion. So within Cloverdale, I would say there's 4 neighborhoods. So there's Clayton Heights, there's West Cloverdale, there's East Cloverdale, and then there's historic downtown. Currently, right now, I am in West Cloverdale, the new part of West Cloverdale. There's also an older part, which I will show you as well, but we're gonna start off in the newer part of West Cloverdale. So these are definitely not what I would consider to be your starter detached homes. These homes specifically are probably worth high 1.6s, maybe even 1.7, depending on the year built. Cloverdale overall is a great family area. It's very safe. You also have a couple choices for how you want to commute to work if you have to. You have Highway 99, where you can go over the Alex Fraser Bridge to get into downtown Vancouver. You also could drive to Highway 1. You could drive, 168th Street or 176th Street, all the way down to Highway 1, and then drive that way to Vancouver if you wanted to. Now, my favorite thing personally about Cloverdale is the overall aesthetic of the area. It's very clean. You'll find that most people cut their lawns, and people take care of the outsides of their home in this area. It's not as congested as other areas within Surrey. And overall, for the price point, I think it's amazing bang for your buck. It's actually one of the cheaper areas in Surrey because it is a little bit further east than, everywhere else. So for quite a few reasons, I love Cloverdale. All right, so now walking through the older part of West Cloverdale. This is my personal favorite area in all of Cloverdale. The homes here are 1970s to maybe late 1980s, maybe even 1990s in some areas. But I'd say the bulk of the houses built in this area are probably early 80s to late 70s. You could get a home in this area for probably as low as 1.2 million if it's like a rancher that needs to be updated. But I think your average price point in this area is probably going to be more around that 1.4 million mark. And you're probably 5 minutes to a grocery store from there. There's a Save on Foods. I'll show you guys. There is a somewhat new commercial junction just up the road. They have like a Tim Hortons, a McDonald's. They got the grocery store. They got a Boston Pizza, and then actually the Cloverdale Rec Center is literally like 3 minutes down the road as well, so you can go to the gym. Look, they've got a pool there, a basketball court and everything. But yeah, I like this area because it has tons of character. Every yard has a tree in it, kind of situated in nature type of vibe, right? Not a whole lot of these left. Are you kidding me? What's good, dude?
Nice to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. No way. I'm in the middle. I'm doing good. I'm in the middle of shooting a vlog tour for Cloverdale.
This is my spot. I live just on the street here.
No way.
Yeah.
I was just saying this is my favorite neighborhood in all of Cloverdale.
Awesome. It's good.
What do you got to say about it? What do you think?
I live just down the street, so I got a family. I got the park down the street. My kids play baseball over there. We're at the park. We're at the baseball diamonds. Tons of family access to activities.
And who do you work with, and what's your name?
I'm James with Royal LePage here.
Royal LePage, yeah. So if you need any Cloverdale help, you're definitely not calling this guy. Make sure you call me. Yeah.
Give it a try.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, it's good to see you, bro. Good to meet you in the flesh.
I saw someone walking there with the vlog. That can't be him right there.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Hey, good luck, man.
Yeah. Thank you. You too. That's funny. But yeah, if you're looking for more of that old school vibe, trees, one of those nicer, older family neighborhoods that's also at a more affordable price point, you know, this is right up your alley. This is the area you probably want to be in. All right, so this commercial junction here, I guess would technically be West Cloverdale, but it's pretty much right in the middle. And you know, we got your London Drugs here. We got your Save On Foods, Subway down there. That's a TELUS building. We got Tim Hortons there. Just over there, we've got McDonald's, got a liquor store, you got Starbucks, got Boston Pizza. Pretty much everything you need is right here in this little complex. And you're about, literally a 3-minute drive from the older part of West Cloverdale that I was showing you guys. Right across the street there, they call that the Gorge Amphitheater. And then behind that is the horse track. There's actually a casino back there too. And you can bet on horse races. They have the Cloverdale Rodeo there every May long weekend, which could be a good time. It wasn't for me the last time I went, but could be for you. You know, if you're into drinking 12 beers and listening to country music kind of thing, right? So here's the amphitheater. They have concerts. Like, last time I was here, I was 15 years old, so I don't even really remember, but they do have bands and stuff that play on that stage, and they have concerts here. And then you can kind of see the roof of it through the trees over there. See if I can zoom in. That is the Cloverdale Rec Center, and that rec center is pretty new. It's only maybe 15 years old, which is, wow, it's been 15 years already. It was built when I was in high school, so yeah, I want to say like 15 years old, something like that. But yeah, tons to do in this area. Like I said, just down the road, there's the casino, the horse track is there, and then you have all this commercial. There's also sushi right there too. So everything is very close by. So now I'm going to take you guys to historic downtown Cloverdale, which is the older part, which you're either going to hate or you're going to love, depending on who you are. I like it because I like, I don't know, I like that stuff. I like historic downtown Abbotsford too. I just kind of like the vibe of the older kind of country western feel. After we go there, then it's off to Eastern Cloverdale. So stick around. So now, just outside of historic downtown Abbotsford, we finally get to see some townhomes here. I believe these ones were built in 2018, maybe? And these ones, the 2 bedrooms, you could probably get in the mid 7s, and they likely range all the way up to, you know, almost 900,000 in here, maybe mid 8s, depending on what they are. And that's typically what you're gonna pay for a newish townhome anywhere in Cloverdale, whether it's Clayton Heights or you know, just outside historic downtown Abbotsford, or doesn't matter where it is. This is a condo building. There really isn't many condos in Cloverdale whatsoever. Most of them you will find in Clayton Heights. And these condos are, you know, a 2 bedroom that's 850 square feet. You know, you're probably gonna be around 600,000 if it's newer, right? And just to our right here, again, we got another commercial junction. This one's called the Brickyard Station. And it's got a grocery store. It's got a Vera's Burger Shack. It's got, you know, a bunch of little restaurants, Stir Eats, Starbucks. And we're actually on 176th Street right now, which is an arterial road in Cloverdale. And just in front of me is Highway 10, which will eventually turn into Highway 99. That will take you into Delta, Richmond, Vancouver, wherever you want to go that's west from here. A lot of people that live in Cloverdale will take this highway over Highway 1. All right, so now as we get into historic downtown Cloverdale, there really isn't much residential out here. This is pretty much all commercial, several grocery stores, restaurants, a lot of stuff to walk to. There's pubs. There's several pubs out here. Some of them even turn into, you know, they open up the dance floor at night, and people actually come here for a night out. And this area used to not, when I was growing up, like under the age of 10, it was not called historic downtown Abbotsford, or historic downtown Cloverdale. It was just called Cloverdale. Most of Cloverdale was built in the last 25 years. And before that, this used to be like a cowboy town. It used to be very rural. It used to be the country. I should have turned there to show you guys a strip, but I'll come back around and show you. But, you know, this is used to be basically the only commercial that was in Cloverdale for many years, just on my right here. All right, so we made it to historic downtown Cloverdale here. This is a very interesting area. I'm actually surprised that they haven't started building newer stuff in this area, but I really enjoy the feel of it. So I'm gonna throw on some music and let you guys check it out. I will add that around Christmas time, this area is really cool because what they'll do is they string Christmas lights up from end to end across the street, and it looks like a Hallmark movie out here. All right, that's historic downtown. East Cloverdale and Clayton Heights can basically be one and the same, pretty much are, except East Cloverdale is like a little bit outside of Clayton Heights. We're gonna drive that way. I'll show you guys what's going on. All right, so right in front of me here is the casino, you know, 2 minutes outside of historic Cloverdale. Cloverdale is very small, so everything is like, you know, within 5 to 8 minutes of each other. But yeah, I mean, if you have a gambling addiction, maybe don't live in Cloverdale, right? That'd probably be my recommendation. And then behind there is the horse track that way. And then up here, right close to the casino and everything else, we have a high school called Lord Tweedsmuir. Most well known for those annoying bumper stickers that go on the back of everybody's car saying, proud student of a kid that's on the honor roll program at Lord Tweedsmuir. But other than those bumper stickers, they have a very good football program. Oops. But other than those bumper stickers, Lord Tweedsmuir is also very well known for having a very successful American football program. So if your kid is into playing football, that's probably the school that they want to be at. All right, so now we are in what I would call Eastern Cloverdale. I don't know if the locals call it that. I don't know if realtors would call it that. I call it this because it's not West Cloverdale, it's not downtown, and it's not Clayton Heights. So by process of elimination, the only place that you could possibly call this is Eastern Cloverdale. And the reason why I say it's not Clayton Heights, even though it's basically located almost inside of Clayton Heights, is because all of Clayton Heights was built from basically 2010 to the present, where you'll notice that all of these homes are built like old Western Cloverdale in the late 70s to late 80s for the most part. Now, this is another great area. I would say that it's a little bit of a downgrade from old Western Cloverdale, but still another great option nonetheless. All right, so now we're officially in Clayton Heights. There's a few things to note about this area. Tons of product to choose from, tons of residential, tons of commercial here. However, most of the residential is going to be on the somewhat higher price point because, like I was saying, most of the product in this area is fairly new. You're not really going to find anything built in the 90s here. Everything is, probably late 2000s onwards for the most part. You might find some newer some earlier 2000s. But yeah, just to give you guys a glimpse of what I'm looking at right here. There is a grocery store here. This is the one grocery store. It's an independent. Something to know about Clayton Heights is when I lived here, I pretty much all the day-to-day amenities I would go to Langley for. And the reason why is because here in Clayton Heights, you're basically 10 blocks away from Langley, and you've got Superstore, you've got all the restaurants, you've got Willowbrook Mall, you've got several gyms to choose from. So when I lived here for 2.5 years, all of the amenities that I used were actually in Langley. For the most part, I rarely ever used the amenities in Clayton Heights other than like the 7-Eleven where I would go and buy candy and other stupid crap that wasn't good for me. That being said, Clayton Heights itself does have a ton of commercial amenities just a couple minutes away from your door. And actually the SkyTrain line is going to be coming down right down Fraser Highway by 2028, and there will be a SkyTrain station I believe right there at the end of the road by 2028. So you'll be able to get to downtown Vancouver without a car by then. All right, so now I'm going to drive through Clayton Heights just to show you guys what it looks like. This area is a lot more dense than other areas in Surrey. Most of the homes sit on like 3,300-ish square foot lots, so smaller lots, newer homes, tons of townhomes, several condo buildings to live in, and like I said, a lot of commercial. So let's go check it out. All right, so there you have it. That's Cloverdale. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about Cloverdale, Surrey, BC. If you're thinking about moving here, you can book that call with me. We can chat one-on-one. If you want to watch more vlog tours like this of other areas in the Fraser Valley, lucky for you, I've made a bunch of them. I'll drop the playlist right here. Other than that, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more. Like this video. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.